Welcome. You're here early, that's good. Means there's something special about you. The Elysian might look a bit fancy, but she's been through more storms than I can count. She'll take care of you, and if you would be so kind, take good care of her. We got a whole lot going wrong around here. You better train up. We got terrors knocking on our infrastructure, and some mighty strange occurrences going on. I'm afraid our world is at risk. Without people like you, cornucopias might fall into darkness. Better get smart, get trained, and be ready. The storm is coming. I can feel it. I'd like to say we've been through worse, but this time I'm not so sure. Good luck out there. You're going to need every bit you can get.
What's going on, guys? How are y'all doing today? This is Ada Ace here, and I'm here for HydroDrip, and we're here to tell you everything about the markets in Cardano land and whatnot. And if you need anything on the marketing side or the advisement side on CNFTs or DeFi in Cardano, go ahead and hit up hydrodrip.io. I'm the founder of HydroDrip, and we're here to help any Cardano native asset projects or other Web3 projects that are out there that want to get going in this space. But other than that, guys, let's hit the intro.
Welcome to the strike zone, lock it in tight. A to H's calling shots in the crypto fight. Welcome to the strike zone, lock it in tight. A to H's calling shots in the crypto fight. Welcome to the strike zone, lock it in tight. A to H's calling shots in the crypto fight. Welcome to the strike zone, lock it in tight. A to H's calling shots in the crypto fight.
Tuition paid, scars from the game. Now we trade flip precision and flame. Strike while it's hot on that on-chain lane. With leverage loaded, he's calling your name. Cardinal the field and the zone is live. Every candle lit up like it's ready to drive. Drip fed moves with a hydro kick. Strike perpetuals, yeah, the plays come quick. So step in the booth, let the markets unfold. This strike zone daily where the feelings go bold. Step in the booth, let the markets unfold. This strike zone daily where the feelings go bold. Step in the booth, let the markets unfold. This strike zone daily where the feelings go bold. Feelings go bold, feelings go bold, feelings go bold, feelings go bold.
Welcome to the strike zone, lock it in tight. A to H's calling shots in the crypto fight. Welcome to the strike zone, lock it in tight. A to H's calling shots in the crypto fight.
All right, guys, we're back here. I just want to say I'm glad to be here and whatnot. This is the first episode. It's also my birthday, so happy birthday to me and everything else like that. Hopefully the mic is good and whatnot. Y'all go ahead and get in there and hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell. We're going to be going live here at 7:15 Eastern, 6:15 Central every weekday to go over the Cardano markets and to look at the TA on ADA from the 4-hour chart down through the 15-minute chart, and then make a trade on Strike Finance, our new decentralized leverage trading platform on Cardano. So I've got TapTools pulled up here, and TapTools is one of those things that you can use to look at all of the markets that are out there and whatnot. And okay, sorry about that. Trying to bring the music up a little bit for y'all here so y'all can maybe hear the music in the background just a little bit. But let me get this turned down a little bit for me. A little too loud in my ears for me. All right. So this is TapTools here, and TapTools allows you to see the Cardano native asset markets, the liquidity, all kinds of things, gives you the links to the tokens and the pairs. So what we're going to be looking at here, and what I'm going to go over is the first 10 tokens, the top 10 tokens on Cardano and whatnot. So number one is SNEC. Right now they're up almost 10% in the last 24 hours. This is versus the ADA price. I am ADA Ace, and 1 ADA is 1 ADA. If you want to, you can come up here and change it into USD or any of these other assets here, and it will relay the price in those assets. But since I'm ADA Ace and 1 ADA is 1 ADA, I look at this on the ADA time frame, or the ADA pair. So you have Strike, and right now we're down a little bit. We're down 15%, but it was up at a very big high, and I'll show you that. But it is number 2 in the market today here. It has a market cap of 34, almost 35 million ADA, and has a liquidity of around 3 million ADA. SNEC definitely has a different market cap of almost 330 million ADA, and that's actually going to go up here. We're actually up almost 40% on the week, and essentially, if you really want to think about it, SNEC is kind of like a leveraged trade on ADA. Honestly, if you don't know about SNEC, you need to go find them. You need to get some of it. It's going to $1 billion market cap for sure. Then you have Igon. Igon is your decentralized storage and compute on Cardano. And if you don't know, HydroDrip actually runs Hydro nodes. We have 87 terabytes running right behind me over here. You can't see it because green screen is awesome. And then you have World Mobile Token. World Mobile Token is a DPIN. They're going to be doing cell phone and internet service for the world that is being ran by you and I, not the big cellular services and whatnot there. They have a very large market cap as well. They're on multi different chains. They have their own chain that they're doing. They're on ETH and Cardano and a couple of different chains as well on there. So they have their liquidity that's spread apart as well. You have Flow, that's a new lending and borrowing platform. You have your stable coins that are in here, of course. And then you have Hosky that's supposed to go to 0, but apparently we can't ever figure out how to make it to go to 0. Another stable coin here, and Palm, that's another real world there. So then let's look at oh, that was the last trending, sorry guys, whatnot. Here's the market cap here. So market cap, go on that. So I did all of that. We'll move on from there. Alrighty, so let's look at Strike. So I kind of want to look at this real quick here. So when you go into Tap Tools, you actually have a trading view chart. You have your different indicators. Currently, you can't bring any of your pro indicators in. Would be nice. So Tap Tools, if you're listening, find a way to make me be able to bring my chart prime indicators into Tap Tools, because that would be awesome. So you can come over here and you can actually look at the different infos on the tokens, what the price is, the daily volume, market caps, and whatnot. You can even come in here and trade directly from Tap Tools. You are going to pay a little more for it because the Tap Tools is going to make some fees for it if you don't want to take the time to go to Dex Hunter or the dexes yourself. And then if you want to, you can scroll down here and see the different amount of liquidity that is in the different pools, all the different dexes. If you want to make a larger order, go over the Dex Hunter, pay the little extra fee that you're going to pay them, because they're going to route the best order price for you there. So you have Dex Hunter right here, and Dex Hunter actually gives you a fear and greed index of the Cardano trending tokens. So that's a big difference here. This isn't your fear and greed index from, you know, on Bitcoin or other things like that. So this is where you would go make your trades and other things like that if you want to spend the money on Dex Hunter. There is Steel Swap. Steel Swap does have a little bit there. They may be a little cheaper. So there are always options in the Cardano markets. So let's get over here and look at the liquidity heat map. So if you don't know, you can go over to coinglass.com and check out the liquidity heat maps, and you can look at it on all kinds of different things. I haven't really found the one I want to use the most, but I can say that if you look at the liquidity pair for ADA and whatnot, you can obviously tell that there is a coming liquidity below us around 72.5. If you go from Binance to BitGet, there's still around here 72.5. If you go to gate.io, not as much, but there's not as much there. Let's see, Bybit's down at 73.6. Everything is still below us, is essentially what I was getting at. If you go to OKX, you do have some that is a little higher, but we're getting a little lower on the amount of volume that they're looking at here. So essentially what I was looking at here is we could come up to sweep this, but we're already on the motion down, whatnot. So we are sponsored here by BOK AI, and what they do is they are able to provide AI reads of the market by whatever token that you want to do. They even have your Cardano native assets. So if you want to use the asset I'm about to show you, you can get over to any one of the exchanges and buy the BOK token. Once you have at least 300,000 BOK token, you can use some of them. If you have, I do believe it's 3 million. I'll get exactly how much it is, but it's a number up from the second one to get all of the premium assets that I'm about to show you how you can use. But you get over there, you get those tokens, you get into their Discord because it is active in their Discord. So this is BOK's Discord. Awesome little BOK guy. I got to show you the screen first. Hold on. This is BOK's Discord. Awesome little BOK guy here. So once you have the role and whatnot, you would go over to the premium access in their Discord here, and you would type, say, S-Trade, ADA, or whatever other asset you want to be trading, and it's going to load. And I did this a little bit ago, so we don't have to do it now, but it would do it, and it trades, and it shows you what they think. Now, obviously, this isn't just go off of it and whatnot, do your own research, but I will have to say they have their own DAO that is auto trading their own AI feeds, and they are profitable. So you do have to kind of think of that, you know, if you follow it, if they're being profitable with it, then you potentially could be profitable as well. But that does not mean that it's guaranteed. Obviously, do your own research and own your own decisions. All right, so it's going to analyze it, and it should be analyzing a 15-minute chart here. And they say they observed ADA has been trading in a range between 75 and 76 with a current market price of 75.3. So some volatility in the range, and there's current resistance at 76 and 75, which is all kind of understandable there. But this is actually breaking it down for you. So here's your trade recommendation based upon their reading of the market. They would like you to long it. We'll obviously do a scalp trade because we're only trading the 15-minute chart. Scalp trade means that it can move quickly. You want to make sure that you use a stop loss, and you make sure you set a take profit that is reasonable within the 15-minute time frame, which means that you should be looking for a close in this trade anywhere between 15 minutes and between 4 and 8 hours. And always hydrate. All right, so they want you to use 3x leverage because they're being conservative. That's the way their DAO bot works, is being conservative, making sure they're being profitable, because if you can make many trades and stay profitable on those trades, it doesn't matter how much you're making as long as the percentage is over the fees. So what they would be talking about is they want a 1% up for their first target and a 1.5% up for their second target. And they are considering using a $500 allocation, like I said, 4 to 8 time frame. And the rationale here is we've shown resilience at 75-cent support, which I'll show you in a second. And their recent price action shows higher lows forming, which is very true. So on the market analysis part 2 here, and 75.3 was a previous bounce point. Volume analysis suggests accumulation at the current levels, and they want you to use a 1 to 2 strategy. We'll use a little different strategy on our trade here as well. Whatnot. Thank you. Happy birthday, Trade Intuition down there. So if y'all want to say anything, I do have the chat open down here for me to be able to see. If y'all want to ask any questions, say anything, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell, all those awesome things for me. Share it out, see how many people we can actually get to see the first episode here. So breaking this down here, a little risk management. They want to take profit at 50%, which is good to do. Move the stop loss to break even once take profit is reached. These are all good risk management things that they are trying to teach you here. And exit the remaining of the position at target 2. Don't hold to Valhalla. Take your profit, especially if we're doing swing trading. If you're trading from 50 cents and you did a 3x leverage and you want to hold that until we get to $10, be my guest. But just so you know, all leverage trading has hourly open fees and they can eat your profit. So always take profit. Okay, take profit, guys. So they have a medium confidence level, which I will go with their medium confidence level. With my looking on the chart and everything, I will show you that I actually will disagree with this statement. So they also have a pro risk trader that they'll give you even more information if you want to look into more of the RSI, MACD, if you want to get more technical with it. There's all kinds of things that you can look at, profitability, all kinds of things here. So if you want to get that, run over to the decentralized exchanges. If you need to, go into BOK's Discord and figure out which exchange. I will figure out which exchange so I can give you better information when I come back tomorrow and whatnot there. So let's get over to the charts, because that's what everybody really came here for, is the charts, right? So we're going to start here on the 10-hour chart so I can show you my grand view of where we're going here in the market. So we're going to come over here and we're going to turn on our first deal here, which is our descending triangle. A descending triangle, the top two lines here, is more of a range because we kind of did range a little bit here, and the bottom was definitely very apparent. We had good 4 touches here, and this was our last bottom, and I think this was the bottom from what we're going to see here, guys. Honestly, I kind of wish I was able to get along. I was actually kind of shorting a little bit here because the market was so bearish, but it is what it is. If you look, the target out of this is up here at $1.83. Am I saying we're going to $1.83 today? No, but the target is $1.83. Now let me show you why I tell you what the targets are. So let's turn off this triangle and we can go back to, say, this cup and handle. So we were talking about this being a cup and handle a long time ago. The handle would come down here. The target would have been up here. And we did go down. We did not go below 50% of the cup. And we did hit our target. People that want to tell me that TA does not work, it may not work, but it works for me, and it works for a lot of other people once you learn how to actually read what the charts are telling you. Then there was a bull flag. So this was a pole, this is a flag, here we go, and there's the target. So now we can look at, here was a triangle. There was the breakout. Where's the next target? 88 cents. I could go with 88 cents. I think we could probably tap that on a fly, whatnot. So then let's come down a little bit here. All right. I forgot something. Let's turn this on, guys. There we go. So now we're on the 4-hour chart. So let's zoom in here a little bit. And we are, let's see, turn this off here so we got a little more. We are coming down a little strong here, but let's see what chart prime is showing us. So I do have a little bit of indicators on here. I do like looking at them. If they are too busy for all of you guys, then just tell me to turn some of them off and I'll work on it. But I like seeing what I can see here. So chart prime here on this Market Dynamics Pro indicator is able to give you a lot more than what I'm showing you. You have a lot of different settings and other things that you can do. You see it on multiple different time frames. You can nerd the hell out on it, really, if you want to. Okay, so just honestly, it shows you chart patterns, it shows you breakout levels, it shows you if you missed it, it shows you money flow POC on the whole time frame, shows you the change of character, break of structure, all kinds of different things that it can show you here. So we're looking here and we can see that we came through this order block here. There are some high volume and some loud order blocks that are up here in the 80 and 90 cents, which does coincide with the TA that we just saw on the 10-hour chart. So you start at a higher time frame and come down. The higher time frames will take longer to progress into that. You could be looking at a weekly time frame and it could take 6 months to progress into the chart pattern that you were seeing. So 10 hours could be less, 4 hours even less. So now we're working down our TA, we're working down what we're looking at, and so far. So we're looking at this here and we're at the 4-hour chart. So let's come down to the 1 hour and maybe see a little more information here. So as you can see on the 1 hour, we're starting to populate a lot of stuff below us, Okay, so when you have a rising wedge like this tends to break to the south. It wanted to give you a smart target and a measured move here. It has not broken out of that or denied it here. It is coming back in, but that is actually the symmetrical triangle. not the wedge that is here as well. Okay, so I'm starting to believe that we should be shorting. I really believe that the market open here in a little bit is going to give us a sharp down, but we are going to come back up. But if we're trading a 15-minute chart, we need to be trading what's going to happen in the next couple of hours, not what's going to happen today or tomorrow. So let's come down to the 30-minute chart here. All right, so letting them populate. All right, so once again, everything is below us here. This pattern here, the ascending wedge does like to break to the south as well, although this pattern here that it is trying to show you does tend to break to the north. We have a high volume node here, high volume here, high volume here, high volume here. Good Lord, there's a lot of value below us. We are right at the money flow here on the 30-minute chart. And you do have another high volume that is below us here. I do not see any louds that it wants to show us either. And you do want to pay attention to a high volume break because those tend to go up. Now let's take a look at our indicator package down here. And what we're looking at here is not showing me a lot too much, honestly. You have your money flow that is coming down. You have your RSI that is definitely down, but I can't really. You have a negative or descending here and kind of flat, honestly. So that is some sort of a hidden divergence, whatnot. Your true 7 indicator here has not bottomed yet. You want that to come down here for a true bottom. And you're still fully red on your RSI here. You're not fully on your orange where you're clipping a little bit. See how it clips back here? That's when you know you're really at the bottom. You're getting your bottom indicators. You're looking for your swing failure patterns and whatnot. And then even if you can get your blue dot that's down here, that's a very large chance of a large reversal. We don't have any oversold yet, quite yet. So we definitely still have a little more time to go to the bottom, but your RSI is a little bit ready to rebound here, maybe a little bit. As I say that, we are at the bottom of this chart pattern here, so we could come up a little bit. There was the money, the liquidity on one of those that was a little higher, although most of the liquidity was down in the 72 range, which would be confluent with some of these. Now let's turn off Market Dynamics Pro and let's look at the Market Oracle Pro and see where we're at here. So this indicator here gives you some clouds, so you can tell when you're outside of the cloud it turns purple, and you'd really start to look at that we're overbought kind of deals. It's showing you're engulfing, bearish engulfing, but in the bull market time frame it really isn't. That's when you know that you're in a bull cycle type atmosphere, is when the bear indicators are not actually going through. So Chris, thank you for commenting down there. Really enjoying the video. Hope to see you continue. You'll be looking at different Cardano tokens, or what's the plan? So yes, in the beginning I showed the top 10. I showed I plan to show you the top 10 by market cap, top 5 by trending. I showed you the top 10 by trending today, whatnot. Did a little TA, a little show on Strike as well. But we will do a little bit. It depends on how we can come. But this show specifically is based upon the TA on ADA and showing you all of the different things that you can use to make your decisions in Strike when the time is right on Strike Finance. So look a little bit here. We have a optimal tuning of 29, which is how you want to set your tuning for this. You have a prime score here, consolidation. So we're kind of consolidating. It wants you to pump, so I might be wrong. Obviously, because the prophecy wants us to pump here, you are a little lower. We could be coming higher. There was a strong buy here, and we are over the dynamic indicator. I'm probably calling it the wrong things, guys. I'll get it right eventually. But from this, it did say that you did have a max profit, and normally once you have that, you can have a little bit of a down. But if you look at it when you're on the 30-minute, you have a lot of extra indications. You can change those by changing your settings in here and whatnot. I won't get into that in our 30-minute show here, but if you like what you're seeing on the chart prime indicators, you can go down in the description, and in the description there's a link. Go sign up for those indicators. That actually is one of the revenue streams for HydroDrip. So if you're a holder of HydroDrip or Hydra token, whenever people actually sign up for our Blowfin or other things like that, we do get a revenue from that, from our affiliate links that we have there. So definitely, if you want to help out the channel, because the channel is powered by HydroDrip, our token and NFT that I was talking about earlier. Sorry, I had a brain fart there for a second, guys. So hurrying up here because we're running out of time on my 30-minute show. I like to talk a little too much. So let's get here down 15-minute chart here. So let's see, what are we going to be doing here today? All right, so we are right on it here. We are bouncing, market pumps, prophecy, box said higher. All right, so let's go here. All right, so let's see some of the trend-based fibs that we did. All right, so let's start taking some of our other tools out of our hat here. So we are bouncing right on the 5.618 of this sorry, what am I? Trend-based fib. There we go. That was the word I was looking for. So we set it up down here. I won't show you all of that because I got to get into it a little too much to get to there. And we could be looking at a pump to 77. That was the other. That would be a top here. Although we are coming down. Money flow is, let's see here though. See here, guys, we're down. Okay, we're down. We're down. So that's confluence. We're not all the way down yet. We still have a ways that we could come down. Hey, look, there's a down. What happened? It went up. How about that? Oh, the candle closed. All right. So, let's see. So if we want, we could be looking for, I am conflicted. I am definitely conflicted. Let's come down to the 5-minute. See what the 5-minute wants to tell us. There is definitely a little higher on us now that I see on the 5-minute. So it could see moderate volume. So we're going to come back up to here possibly. All right. So what we could be doing is you want to look here, could be coming to here. There is your loud with the bullish, So let's see, what is this one? So your money flow on the 5-minute is diverging. You have your volume that is down. You have your money flow that is up. Your RSI is now trending upwards. On your 5 minute, your trend fusion is up too. And see what the 15 minute looks like. We're starting to curve on the 15 minute. Volume is still out. We didn't clip. Didn't have to. We haven't clipped in a while, actually. We're still green. So don't fight the trend. Trend is your friend. The trend is your friend. Got it? I'm telling it to myself as well here. I really wanted to short this. But let's see here. What would our 3-to-1 look like here? So 3-to-1, 3-to-1. High volume below us. POC. Could be rejecting on that. I am definitely conflicted, and normally when you are conflicted, you should not make a trade. Okay, so just so you know that, if you are conflicted, you should not make a trade. Don't force things and whatnot here. But that is the name of this show, and we are sponsored by Strike to attempt to make a trade on their platform and whatnot. So let me get over there and let's talk about their platform. Apparently X wants to verify that I'm a human today. All right, well, I guess we won't talk about that. So on here, so we're here on Strike Finance here. So we currently have a total of $3 million of long interest and $500,000 in short interest. What we are actually doing here on Strike Finance is this is a decentralized exchange. We're able to leverage trade up to 15x leverage, trading the ADA token versus the USD equivalent pair. Now, this isn't a order book. This is actually it's actually reading off of oracles. There's 5 different oracles. It's a time weighted average. So it is not able to be stop loss hunted by order book makers, or what am I trying to say here? Market makers. There we go. By market makers and other things like that. So you have a little better time with the market and how it moves. With that being said, it does take people to provide liquidity to the decentralized exchange, since there is no house and the population is the house. So if you have 5,000 ADA and you understand the part of actually providing liquidity, because you become the house, they trade with your funds that you are providing. They have a borrow fee, so you are lending it to them. But instead of just lending, borrowing where they have to pay it back, there is the opportunity of them being able to take that money, because it is a liquidity pool. And that's the way it would work on a decentralized exchange. Say we're trading the Strike token. There is impermanent loss possibilities, but that word is impermanent. And just like any trade, you don't lose your trade, or you don't win your trade until you close your trade. So as long as you don't close your liquidity while you're not in profit, if the liquidity goes not in profit from whenever you choose to provide it, then you don't lose any of your money. All that being said, it is possible for you to lose your liquidity that you do provide. Currently, the all-time returns is 9%. They did do some changes to the parameters and whatnot. I'll show you here. So there is a differences now in the opening fee. A base opening fee is 0.35% of your total position, with an hourly borrow of whatever that is, 0.005%. And this is all based on your open and whatnot. You'll be liquidating liquidated at 95% of your loan to value ratio with a 5% maintenance margin, making sure that the protocol can provide what it's supposed to do. $100,000 max position and an impedance balance of 85% to 15%, which that basically means that you cannot open positions if more than 85% of the liquidity is used in any one given direction. If anything over 60% of the liquidity is being used, there is then a sliding scale of your opening fees and hourly borrow, which goes to the liquidity providers. 70% of the opening fees goes to the stakers, but 30% does go to the LPs. And then all of the borrow fees go to the liquidity providers. So currently we're sitting at over 80% of the concentration of the position. So the borrow fees is at 1.25% for these people. Actually, no, that's whatever that is, 0.0125%, whatnot kind of deal. That's still a lot on an hourly fee. If you're one of those people that had your position open at a 5x leverage and you think you're going to ride that to Valhalla, guess what? Your position is getting eaten right now. So maybe you should go close it so some of us could play some more. All right, so coming back over here to Strike. So what we would do is we're going to look and I know you don't take position bias based off of that, but I am going to take my bias on what I was trying to say here before. I'm going to say that it's going to come back up here. I may be all wrong, but that's why you put a stop loss, guys. So we are going to go look for the top of this volume, this fair value market gap right here. And that price is here at 75.2. So we're going to open my handy dandy Excel that I have created here for us on our Strike calculator that I got. And what price did we say we were going to go in at? 75.2. So we're going to come over here and we're going to enter in 75.2 and we are going to short. We play on 15x leverage because we like to play on max gain. We're going to use 250 capital. So our stop loss at a 1% stop loss and a tight profit of 3.3 would be 0.76 and 0.72. We're risking a loss of 37 ADA with a potential profit of 124 ADA. All right, so I will take this and we'll post this later. We'll see if we can't open this position. I don't think we're going to be able to open this position, but we will try. Please, if you have some funds, go on over and enter some funds over there for us and let us play whatnot. So let's see what we can do here. So we would be, oh wait, hold on, we need to put the right wallet up here. So yep, that's the right wallet that is here now. The right DApp is on it. Yep, that's what it was saying. It's only pulling my first one, my A to Ace one there. So we're going to try to do this here, and our limit price is 0.752 with a 15x leverage with our stop loss that we had at 0.76. Says it doesn't like that. This is, what is it on the chart? Oh, 7. Oh, well, that's 7. Okay, so 75, 79. Okay, sure, why not? 75, 79. 75. Take profit is down here at 73.3. So then we would put 73.3 and we place a limit order. And yeah, we currently don't have enough liquidity, but this all happened and got put through yesterday. There was a significant increase in ADA price and there was some LP loss. The team is building. They're out there every day. They are building and changing things. They're active. They just changed the parameters and everything yesterday. So if you're one of the people that have the ability to come and bring 5,000 ADA to us to provide liquidity or even further, make sure you understand the risk and reward ratios there. But if you come and say you're going to run it for 3 months or a year, other things like that, in the end, the house always wins. So there's going to be drawdowns, there's going to be upswings, there's movements. It doesn't go up forever. And people's positions are getting eaten now by the differences of their changes that they've made. So all that being said, if you have another exchange you want to go use that on, my call today for the next 15 on the 15-minute chart is a short from an entry at 75.2 with a stop at 75.7 and a take profit at 73.3. And that being said, guys, that's going to be all for the show today. Make sure that you hit the like button, hit the bell, go down into the description, go say hi to all of my friends and everything that's down there. I have all of the people that I got my inspiration from my TA, everything from Frankie Candles to, let's see who we got. We got Frankie Candles, we got CCV, we got Crypto Jeb, Investing Bros, Army Piper, Tradefly, Tom Crown, and God love him, BitBoy. But you know, that boy, he's got some work to do. Be praying for him and everything, because he's still a human, and everybody deserves to live a very good and healthy life. Always use a stop loss and stay hydrated, guys.